Okay, so this is gonna be my first art journal entry thing. At least that's what I'm calling it. Basically just, I mean, it probably looks like I'm just filling out like a page, like in my sketchbook, but like, to me it's more of like blending journaling and art together, I guess. And like sometimes the writing and art will coincide, but they sometimes might not. So I'm just kind of letting whatever comes to my mind just go onto the page, and just, yeah, that's the whole concept. Yeah, so first I'm drawing this dude. Oh yeah, I already started this because I didn't want to start off like being super unsure of what I wanted to draw, and then it would just be recording, and it would just be recording me doing nothing because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to draw. So I started off with the girl laying on the tree, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm like getting into things, so I started to record. But yeah, both of these that you see me drawing, or well, I already drew the first one, but both of these are from like references. So the first one's from this video I saw that like kind of stuck with me, like this image stuck with me, so I took a screenshot and I drew it. And then I saw this photo of this dude on Pinterest, and I decided to draw it because I felt like it kind of coincided with something I wanted to talk about, and I liked the photo. So I usually don't like to use references like when I'm trying to make art, because I want to make something like that's completely just like out of my head. But especially because it's been a while since I've been able to make art consistently, I feel like I need the practice, and it helps to look at a picture. But I don't know, I think it's different because I'm not just drawing from a reference, like just to draw it, like just to try to replicate it as close as I can. I mean, like, yeah, I am doing that, but I'm associating it with like something other than that, like the thoughts in my head or whatever. I say that because I tend to not really like, or at least like find inspiration from like people who draw like hyperrealism type of stuff. Like, I don't know, I just think it's very like yeah, it requires a lot of skill, and like that's like respectable in that way, but I don't know, for me it's just like I don't get why people do that. If like, I don't know, you can just take a and like there you go. Like, yeah, it's about the skill or whatever, but I just think it's kind of a waste of potential in a way. I don't know, for me, like, it's really important for me, at least, for there to be like meaning to my stuff. But that aside, yeah, so I may or may not talk about like what I'm saying, or what I will eventually write down as I draw. I might talk about that, or I might not. I'm just gonna see like what happens. But yeah, while I was drawing this dude, I've never really like drawn dreads before, I guess. So that was like an interesting texture to try to replicate. At first, I kind of thought it looked a little bit like tree roots, but tree roots are like a little bit stiffer, so that didn't help like too much, but that's kind of how I try to think about it. But I think it was cool to experiment with that texture because I've never done it before, so yeah. And oh my god, I was thinking in my head while I was watching this back, like the time lapse, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about this and this, and like I'm blanking now. But I guess I'll talk about myself a little bit. I just got back home for summer, like, because I've been in college. And that's a whole different, like, thing that's been really messy for me. Like, my grades are fine and stuff. It's just, like, I'm not sure what I want to do anymore. Like, I guess I talk about it a little bit later here, like, in the journal, but I spent the last 2 years of, like, my life, it feels, chasing someone else's dream, and I just feel like I don't know, I just haven't, well, I feel as though in the past 2 years, I've become more of myself than I ever thought I would be. And alongside that, I've realized that I just can't do something that I'm not really connected to. Like, I don't know, forcing myself to do something for stability. And then I realized that this is eventually going to take up all my time, and I'm never going to have time to do art. Like, I'm already having trouble finding time to do it as it is, like, studying and all that. But I realized, like, damn, like, if I, like, make what I was majoring in my career, I'm never going to have time for this, and I'm going to be too tired and all that. And it's not even something I'm passionate about. Like, I don't know, it just seems so depressing living like that, when I knew that, like, I'm really passionate about this, about art, and, like, that's not me saying, like, I'm about to be, like, a full-time artist or something, because that's not even what I want either, but I'm still figuring that out. But in the meantime, working on art so far this summer, like, I feel really good about it. I almost feel like I'm starting new again, because, like, I feel it in my hand. It doesn't flow the same. And right now my art style is really lackluster because, like, I just haven't been able to have the time to develop it while I've been in school, and that's been, like, 2 years, and I've only had time to do art, like, here and there. And, like, I don't know, I just haven't been able to build, like, a cohesive style. And yeah, I just feel like, in the way that school is supposed to develop you, like, if it's something you're truly passionate about, whatever you're studying. Like, if I asked my sister if she felt that school was developing her, she'd obviously say yes, because she learns and she applies it to her life, and she feels she understands, like, the world deeper because of it, because of what she's learned, I guess, in a way. But for me, it feels like, yeah, I'm learning all this material, but it doesn't develop me as a person, because I feel like, to my core, like, if, I don't know, I just feel like it's not something I resonate with. Like, I don't study and learn all that and, like, take it to heart in the way that I should, if what I'm studying is actually what I'm passionate about. Like, I just learn it and I just, survive the class, and then that's it. I don't derive any sort of other lesson from it, other than I just have to do this. And yeah, but I feel like with drawing, I always learn new things about either myself or about other people. And that develops me. I feel like, just working on stuff like this, like, I feel like I'm learning something, like, bigger than me, or, like, bigger than, I don't know, than the course material or whatever. But yeah, the rule for this, like, journaling stuff was supposed to be like, oh, I want to only use pen because that way I'll learn how to be more confident with my lines or with the lines I put down, and because, like, you can't go back. But for this, I really wanted it to turn out, like, correct. And that's why I used pencil for that guy. But from here on out, I'm going to try to use pen. But we'll see. Yeah, I end up making that, like, black box. Yeah, like, I put a red flower in it, but then I, like, really didn't like it. So I end up blacking it out later. But yeah, and so I'm just, like, adding color, and that's been kind of new for me. Adding color into stuff. Like, I used to, kind of, when I was, like, younger. I used to do watercolor a little bit. But then I just kind of, I don't know, I just stuck with ink. Like, ink has been, like, my constant medium. Like, I usually start with pencil and then I ink stuff. But yeah, so I'm trying to experiment more with color. Honestly, mainly because I recently kind of fell down this rabbit hole of, like, graffiti, or, like, people who do graffiti. Like, there's this one dude I follow on TikTok that, like, it's the first time in a while where I saw somebody's art and, like, it actually made me be like, I don't know, like, I just inspired, and I just, like sat there and I zoomed in and I looked at everything and I tried to imagine replicating his style. And, like, for the first time in a while, like, it gave me that feeling of, like, whenever I was new to art and I was seeing all these, like, artists on YouTube and stuff, and just being like, damn, like, I really want to be like them. And he kind of does graffiti, and he kind of, like, introduced me to that. And so I was like, damn, like, maybe I should be using color, and maybe I should make a tag, which I put in there later. I really like hand style. I think that's what it's called. Which is just, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but I do it. I do my tag in that style, or at least my best replication of that style later. But yeah, like, I have so many screenshots of, like, his work, and I'm just, like, trying to almost decipher how I could at least, like, think like him, because, it's good to take inspiration from other artists, but you don't want to straight up copy them, because then it's like, well, how are you developing yourself and your skills in that way? But, I think art styles in general are just, like, a big conglomerate of just, like, different people's art that you've seen and that you've been inspired by, and then you make it some sort of, like, new thing by combining them all together. But yeah, like, for this page, because I made, like, a test page before this, and that looked like a lot more kind of, like, influenced by his work than this one does. But honestly, I kind of like that page more, but I didn't record that one because I was, like, kind of testing it out. But yeah, but not taking myself so seriously, because usually when I do art, like, I try to make a piece, like, I call it a piece, and I try to put a bunch of meaning into it, and I think about it, and I plan it out, but that's, like, a very time-consuming process, and, like, I kept stressing myself out so much to try to, like, make everything, like, a piece and, like, just meaningful. And I think that's also what kind of hindered my skills a little bit, because it took so much time that I could be practicing other things, and so I've just been trying to like, I don't know, just do things like this. I think this is, like, a good kind of, like, exercise, because it's, like, it's not like I have to deeply think about something and about the message I want to display. Like, I'm just kind of drawing things that, like, speak to me in the moment, and what, like, whatever phrases I've been thinking of or just thoughts, like, just to quickly put it down. I think I'll get a lot more practice out of that than just spending like a month on one piece and then being like, okay, now I can move on to the next. Like, I really like doing that, but I really want to improve, and so I think this will help more in the long run. But yeah, also my phone is bouncing on that little tube of colored pencils, so yeah, it's just kind of funny to see it there. But yeah, so right now I'm just like writing down like whatever. Oh yeah, and the ICU or whatever at the top, that's like the style I was talking about. That's the one I've at least like learned so far. I hope it doesn't look like poserish or something. Dude, I learned that, like, you know how like in every I don't know, I feel like in almost every like hobby or like, I don't know, art form, like the noobs or whatever are called something, like people call them something to like insult them, or like I guess like one commonly used word is like a poser or whatever. But I learned that in the graffiti community that like they call each other toy, like if they're new to graffiti. And I was just like, damn, like honestly that's not even like I wouldn't even think of that as an insult. Like, yeah, I know what it means or whatever, but I don't know, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, like that's kind of like a really tame thing to call somebody. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, I hope I don't look like that, I guess, even though I just started trying to learn that kind of lettering. But honestly, like it's been kind of influencing me, because like ever since I like followed that dude, like I've just been looking at a bunch of other creators that do graffiti, and like I just think the whole like culture of it is like so, it's just so cool, and I'm surprised I haven't like explored it earlier. But yeah, like I want to get those like mail stickers or whatever, and like put my tag on them. I feel so fake saying that, my tag, girl, you made that up like yesterday. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it would be cool. But yeah, I definitely feel like my art style is in this sort of awkward phase of like not really sure what it wants to be. But I think in doing these art journals, like eventually it'll become something more cohesive and hopefully just look cooler. Because I mean, this page, like I think it's alright, like I don't think it's terrible, but I don't know, if I were not me and I saw this page, I wouldn't really be inspired by it. But maybe that's just me being, I don't know, just not really, I don't know. I guess just being critical of myself. But yeah, so I start drawing. Okay, I've been drawing this character a lot. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be me, because I kind of look like that, but I don't know, in my head it's not really me, like. But yeah, just like with the hands covering and the eyes, like that's been a repeated like image that's been in my head of just like that specific like pose and stuff. So I just keep drawing it, and I don't know what my brain thinks will happen if I just keep drawing it. Like, yeah, partially because I like how it looks, I guess, but I think it's also some sort of subconscious thing of hoping that drawing it enough will heal something for me, maybe. Because I guess it is kind of an expression of like stuff that's been on my mind or whatever, like, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna put music behind this or not. Maybe not, but I feel like it's gonna be too boring if I don't. I don't know. I don't think anybody really sits down and watches like a 25-minute video anymore anyway. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I low-key do. I'd be watching like 2-hour podcasts sometimes, but it's over like the stupidest shit, so. I don't know, more entertaining than this, but yeah, like I kind of wanted to replicate the feeling of watching those speed paints like when I was in middle school, where they would just like, it was usually digital art, just those speed paints of them drawing something and then they'd be talking about whatever. Like honestly, that's like one of the first things that got me into art, just seeing those speed paints recommended to my YouTube page or whatever. Like they would always be really entertaining for me, and I'd be like, damn, like I really hope I get as good as them one day. But the art community used to be super, like it just used to be, you know, thriving on YouTube especially. It felt like everybody and their mom did art, like, or at least to me at the time. But now, like, I feel like there's no real space for artists to live right now, or maybe I just haven't discovered it yet, probably, but I don't know. It used to be on YouTube, and it used to be on that app Amino, which was kind of crazy, but now I just feel like there's no like one space for like artists to go to like see everybody's stuff. Like yeah, maybe Instagram, but I feel like Instagram's like too broad of a thing. Like you can find a lot of shit on there, but I don't know. I just want the art community to feel like a community again, you know? Or maybe I'm just stupid and I'm just like not looking hard enough, which honestly probably, but I just miss feeling like there was something so much bigger than me that I could maybe reach one day. Because, you know, obviously I'm not like super amazing at art yet, or like I think I'm okay, but I don't know, I miss feeling that sense of almost competition, that sense of being so amazed at somebody else's work. But yeah, I mean, I can still find sources of inspiration elsewhere, but it just feels like so less connected now. It used to feel like everybody knew each other, or at least like, you know, you'd hear the big names or whatever, and other artists would know who you're talking about. But anyways, yeah, here's the final page, I guess. Final art journal entry. But yeah, I hope this wasn't too boring. But yeah, maybe see the next one.